It's been a while since there were mass demonstrations in Syria. Tanks, gunfire and shelling have forced most people to either stay at home or leave the country. But live streams broadcast from multiple areas on Friday show anti-government protesters back on the streets, defiantly testing the ceasefire brokered by Joint Special Envoy Kofi Annan. Fragile, shaky, barely holding. These are the words being used to describe the truce now on its second day. With reports of sporadic violence by both sides, at what point is a ceasefire considered broken? In this video posted on the internet, gunfire can be heard in what activists say is the city of Homs. And, contrary to one of the conditions of Annan's six-point peace plan, there are still military tanks and heavy artillery in and around towns and cities.
We are worried about the operational deployment of heavy armour in population centres. They don't belong there. They didn't belong there in the first place. They don't belong there now.
Meanwhile, diplomatic talks go on, as ever, at the United Nations headquarters. The Security Council is debating a resolution to send a team of up to 30 unarmed UN monitors into Syria with approval from Damascus.
I think it's important to understand that, obviously, an advanced team would be a welcome set of ears and eyes on the ground.
But the talks have hit a roadblock. Russia wanted a brief resolution broadly outlining the UN mission, but the text submitted by Western countries included this paragraph. The UN Security Council condemns the widespread and gross violations of human rights and the use of force against civilians by the Syrian authorities. Russia also objected to a detailed description of how much access should be given to the UN observers, as well as references to whether Syria should withdraw all its troops and heavy weapons from population centres. So, Russia submitted its own draft resolution to the Security Council on Friday afternoon, removing all those paragraphs. It's unlikely to be put to a vote, but it was another show of defiance by Moscow. On Friday morning, most people here at the UN were cautiously optimistic that finally there was consensus on the Security Council about the need for urgency in sending an advance team. But by Friday evening, old traditional alliances and divisions had reappeared, delaying any move towards stability in Syria. Kath Turner, Al Jazeera at the United Nations, New York.